Richo, I'm so excited to share with you my crunchy school prawn roll, which I think you're going to love because it is a flavour hit, punch. You're going to love it.
I like it. Is this what I take to school?
Yes, you could. You could actually put this in a lunchbox if you wanted to. But the star of this dish is the school prawns, and these can be tricky to find, so you need to go to your local fishmonger. Big shout out to Manny at Planet Seafood, who's a legend who's got us these beautiful school prawns. Now, these are going to be dusted in some wholemeal flour, so we put a big cup of that through the, what do we call this, sifter?
It's a sifter, strainer, something to lighten up the flour.
Yes, perfect, so that they get really crispy. Then I've got some cayenne pepper and some paprika in there, and I just sift it over.
Okay, beautiful.
Dust, 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 dust. And you're going to chuck garlic and chilli in here.
Chop it nice and fine. Now, I'm doing it the Preeya style where I chop it up with the seeds in the chilli as well. So
because she likes it spicy.
Exactly. I like to take the seeds out, but we've just chopped it with all the seeds in there. About half a chilli, 2 garlic cloves. This is going to be packed full of flavour.
It is. It's going to be glorious.
Now, how fine do you want this? Is this about what
That's
you
perfect.
want? Okay.
Chuck it in.
Chuck it in.
Chuck it in.
I love that.
You chuck that in, and I'm going to chuck in a little squeeze of some lemon.
Okay,
Now, you don't want this too wet, so don't put too much lemon in. You're just putting a tiny bit. And this is a Richo special.
Nice bit of salt.
Tiny bit.
Now, I did notice beforehand you strained those school prawns to make sure all the liquid was off them. There was no ice blocks in there because you don't want to put the ice blocks in the fryer, do you?
You do not. So you must pat them dry, overly pat them, love them with paper towel and remove the moisture.
It's every single one, we pick them up and just
lovingly pat them.
Tuck them in as only a mum could do with a paper towel. There we go.
Pat them like your child.
Exactly.
So here we go. You've got the school prawns. You want to get the flour all over them. And Richo, I'm handing these over to you to then please deep fry.
Okay, and I love the way you've set the deep fryer up with the thermometer here. You've got the right temperature. It's about 170 degrees Celsius, nice and safe. Really, really good way of doing it.
Please be safe if you're using oil. The doctor in me is panicking, so please be safe.
In we go, so nice and careful.
Beautiful. Now, whilst you're doing that, Richo, just going to chop some rainbows, some lettuce, some cucumber to pop into our cold rolls.
So not quite the rainbow, but the green part of the rainbow.
It's a green rainbow. Richie, it's Richie. Oh, no.
Well, actually,
She's getting brave.
Richie was my nickname at school, and then later on in life it became Richo. So you can call me either or.
Perfect. Okay, so let's do the noodles, which are really, really easy, but again, just add to some texture in the cold roll. So you've got the crunchy prawns, the lettuce, the cucumber, the soft noodle, which goes straight into the bowl.
A lot of people will put these into boiling water. Don't do that. It's a matter of putting it into the bowl and
putting the water on top of it.
Yep, there we go.
Oh, I was nervous I was going to get it wrong.
No, you got
it right. She nailed it.
I just want to outline that, but a lot of people put it in a pot of boiling water and it just disintegrates.
It does. It gets really soggy, and you don't need that in your cold roll all your life. Please, boiling water.
I can do that.
And then all we're going to do is let that sit, and then we're just going to strain them off, get the fluid off, and they're going to be ready to use.
Oh, that's hot.
Is it?
All right, so I'll get the prawns out now and we're nearly ready to put it together.
Absolutely. It's time to roll, Richo. I think we've got this.
Rolling, rolling, rolling. Get those school prawns rolling.
Who's going to eat them? Of course he is. Richo, so this starts here with the rice paper roll.
Gotcha.
In some lukewarm water that just needs to soften slightly, not overly soften, just a little bit. Yep. Big squeeze of lemon juice, please. Yep, perfect.
I would have to say these school prawns are outstanding. The spice on them, the crunchiness of them, and really easy to cook and put together. I think it's a cracker.
Look, my heart is exploding with happiness when you say that. Some kudos from Richo, I'll take it. I'll sleep well tonight.
I'm loving it, and it's such a simple little dish. You've just got the mint leaf on there.
Yeah.
And there's a reason you put the mint leaf on there.
There is. The reason I put the leaf down first is I've been burnt many times at home when you put these beautiful little school prawns in and they pierce through the rice paper roll.
They're a little bit spiky.
They are.
The mint is a protective coating.
Correct.
I like that.
And it adds flavour and it makes it look beautiful. So some lettuce, some cucumber, lots of green.
I feel like you're just teasing me by doing this nice and slowly because you know I want to eat it. You know I'm just
I know. This one's for you, Richo.
Okay.
This one's for you, buddy. Now, and we can have a roll paper off in a moment.
Okay.
I tend to put the sides in first, which could be debatable. And I roll this up and look at this. You'll see the beautiful... Oh, look at the mint leaf.
Fantastic. I like to say it's your roll, so you roll it any way you want.
Correct. Look at this beauty.
Fantastic.
Can you see her? You hold her. Let me get you some dipping sauce just to finish this off.
Wow. I'm just
Look
looking
at this.
It feels nice and soft. It smells fantastic. I know the prawns are going to be delicious and lots of lovely flavour.
Go for it.
A little bit of dipping sauce in there.
Is it delicious?
That's fantastic.
She waits with bated breath.
That is fantastic. I really, really love everything about the prawns, the spiciness, lots of fresh things here. The noodles are great. Sauce is fantastic. This is a cracker of a dish. I think you better get rolling and finish these off.
I love it.
I'm
Why don't
hungry.
you roll with me? I'll
Okay.
keep rolling and you keep eating. How about that?